Okay, you guys, today we are going to be doing glycerin soap making. And I just bought a pound, or actually it says it's 2 pounds here, and it's $7 for this. And I'm going to use half for one color and half for the other. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it as drop-ins, which you will find out what that means later. So let's get to cutting. Okay, once you get it in your microwavable Pyrex bowl, you put it into the microwave and you let it go at about 20-second intervals until it is completely melted. And I use a tongue depressor to stir it about and make sure that it's totally melted. Okay, we're just going to spray a little bit of alcohol, and I don't think you can see it, but it totally took away all the bubbles. At this point, we're going to add in a little bit of, it's for soaping gels. Just a few drops are necessary, not a lot. Stir it around in there. Then you just pour it into your container. Spray out all the bubbles. And you're going to want to let that set probably overnight to make sure that it gets nice and hard. I decided that I'm going to add in a flavor to this one, and the flavor is going to be mango sorbet. Now, I'm just going to use one and mix it around in there because later we'll add in more. As you can see, the soap has set, and what you're going to do after we get this first part set, we're going to take it out, and putting them in plastic containers makes that really easy. They'll just pop right out. So you got to let that bubble loose, and once that happens, it slips right out. We can start adding in the drop-ins. Now, what you want to do is you want to make sure that these drop-ins are covered in alcohol. And what that's going to do is it's going to act as an adhesive. Okay, when you're ready, with the soap is ready, you go ahead and you add in some fragrance. Now, I use these pipettes that I purchased online. And I usually like to use 1.5 of these pipettes or so of fragrance. It all depends on you. I like the soap to be very fragrant, so I do use quite a bit of it. But sometimes the fragrance is very strong, so you don't want to overpower. And you just go ahead and mix it in. And at this point, you can add in another color. And I decided that I was going to use Pearl White to give the soap a different sheen and color from the red and the green. So there you go. That's our finished loaf. You could I probably would go in and add another bar of soap, which will be interesting. I'll show you how to do that when we come back. Okay, we're going to add in another bar of soap because I didn't like that I split it up, but I wanted to get 2 different ones going. So since this is only about that high, we're going to go ahead, add in another one, which will make a fun thing because I'll be able to show you how to add in. Okay, I just did half of that bar here, And we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to add in a little bit of different color here. And we're going to jazz it up just a little bit. That is cranberry red. Then you go ahead, get another pipette of your fragrance oil, add it in there. And you want to make sure that you get it so that it is not too warm when you add it into your already set first half of the bar. Just going to dose it down really well with the alcohol, and you're going to add it onto the top. This is so that it combines when it solidifies. There you go. I'm just going to pour it in. And you're done. So next time we come back, I'll be cutting the soaps and getting them ready for presents. Alrighty, it's nice and hardened, and you just go ahead, and it sometimes takes a little bit of muscle to loosen it up, but once you get that air bubble in there, see it? It comes right out. And so we have the two colored, with all the colored drop-ins in there. I like to start by doing it in half and working from there. So there you go, a nice thick chunk. I like to wrap these up in saran wrap. Saran wrap will keep out as much air as possible because this is glycerin. It likes to grab onto the moisture in the air. And you grab your piece of glycerin soap and as tightly as possible wrap it up. And then I just use a piece of tape right there on the ends. Then you can put it in any sort of wrapping. But a nice inexpensive gift, homemade again, and everybody who tries it just loves it.